Hi guys, Ben here. We've chosen a fairly important topic for our last basic Dota 2 tutorial. Now, any player who wishes to become above average needs to know some basic terminologies. Because in a game where a situation can change in a split second, you often won't have time to pronounce the full hero or skill name or ability or whatever you wish to call it. For example, I might be playing as Magnus on mid, and I see the opportunity to get the kill on the enemy mid laner. And I want this. This will give us a huge advantage. So the proper way of setting up this strategy would be to go like this. LC, take the bot DD and gank mid with your ult. I'll have my RP in a sec. Now this took me a few seconds to say. If I were to use full names, it would sound like Legion Commander, take the double damage rune that spawned at the bottom part of the river and come to my mid lane so that we can try to secure a kill with your ultimate skill. I will get my reverse polarity in a second. See how important it is to know the basic terms in order to save time? So it might be a good idea that you take out the notepad and write down the terms we list during this video. So, whenever you're ready, let's start. Now, one of the most important terms are also rather self-explanatory. You've got bot, mid, and top, which represent obviously the bottom, middle, and top lane. At the beginning of the game, you're going to need to determine the lane of your hero. Woods or jungle is a term for the space between the lanes, where you find the neutral the neutral creeps or the neutral camps. Now, there are several gameplay terms you need to get the hang of. Farming is the term we've already covered in the previous episodes. Focus means to concentrate all attacks on a specific target, so like focus anti-mage before he blinks, stuff like that. Harassing is putting pressure on your enemy by attacking him and zoning him out of the laning period. This way the enemy gets way less gold and experience if you do it successfully. Now, juking. That means to make deceptive maneuvers with your hero while moving, in order to delude your opponent and make it harder for him to predict where you will be heading. This is usually, the best example of juking would be if you're being chased and you decide to bob and weave through some trees to try and lose your opponent. That's the most popular form of juking in my opinion. So, what next? Pulling, yes. Pulling is getting the creeps from a neutral camp to follow you into the path of your lane creeps in order to get the creep wave closer to your tower. B means back, just when your team sees that there's a massive wave of the enemy coming and they're just like, no, get back, you don't want to be there, just get back to the tower, the nearest safest place, just go way back. TP means to teleport, so self-explanatory, just use a teleport to screw up. Death means to defend, and push means to gather the team in one lane in order to destroy the enemy towers in that particular lane. Miss or MIA are both terms used to warn the team that the enemy heroes have gone out of view and might be ganking other lanes. Re, also known as RE, is the short version of return, meaning the missing hero has returned to its lane. I know this might be a ton of information, so I promise not to make this video unnecessarily long. We will still need to cover one batch of the terms, so try to keep up with me for the another minute or so, I'd say. So, it's important to know basic hero descriptions. To nuke is a very generic term for any spell that does damage. Nuke him just means throw your damage spell pretty much no matter what hero you have. Ult is the ultimate. Any hero's level 6 ability is referred to as their ultimate. OOM, O-O-M, means out of mana. CD is cooldown. Almost every active spell has a certain cooldown period before you're able to use it again. Saying something like, my ultimate is on CD. Sorry, no, I need to be using shorthand terms. My ult is on CD. Means that you're informing your team that you're still not able to use your ultimate ability just yet. So even though there are a ton of important terms to cover, we definitely don't want to completely put you off. Play, learn, and remember. Google is your friend if you encounter something new. Now thank you so much for watching. This is Ben, signing out.